See how things change. You used to be my flame, just too late to stay in the darkness and rain. You keep from me to somewhere I cannot reach. I made a wall, a hedge between.
No, this is Azure Lane. This is Azure Lane. World of Warships is way different. World of Warships is like, well, it's like World of Tanks. It's you're just ships in the water instead of like actually the only game I think would be kind of close is Cancole. Yeah, doing my daily gacha stuff since my reset started. World of waifu ships, yeah. That's very much it. And that's my waifu ship right there. Ow. Yeah, right there. Although she doesn't get first place. That's her right there. That's my favorite ship girl. I got one more of these fights, and nothing much. Guild Wars going on in Granblue Fantasy, but I'm farming to actually make my build better. I don't know. I'm not really feeling it this Guild Wars though. Like normally, the problem is like my You know what I think is the problem with my laptop? It has no RAM. I think that's what the problem is because that's what I was saying last time we were talking about it, and you were like, "Oh, your RAM is too low." I'm like, "Well, I had my old laptop had less RAM and performed better. Either that or it's like BlueStacks is just really horribly optimized." I think it's an issue of that my old laptop actually had had an actual its own graphics card instead of integrated graphics, and it had RAM and stuff like that, so it just didn't put everything on the memory. I think that's the issue, because like I was trying to do some farming yesterday at work. That's when it actually started, and it was lagging so bad. And for this type of game, it's just crazy that it lags at all, because it's not like super graphic intensive or anything. But I was just having tons of issue. Yeah, it uses a system RAM. That's what I realized. I was like, God damn it! Like this purchase I did was not a great purchase at all. So it was just going nuts. Like the one that was running Azure Lane was taking up so much. Actually, this one wasn't taking so bad, but it was this, and it didn't like the Twitch player either. So I'd be trying to watch streamers at the same time. What I ended up actually doing was putting Granblue Fantasy on my phone. Be playing Granblue Fantasy on my phone, because even though my phone is shit, Granblue Fantasy is not that intensive that my shitty phone can actually play it. I was doing that. I was having had this my one emulator that ran like Azure Lane and Girls Frontline open, watching Leah Pantera, and then I had on my phone Granblue Fantasy at work while I was doing my 12-hour shift. But yeah, I'm really just like, I don't really want to be doing this Granblue Fantasy farm. I really just want to be playing Cyberpunk 2077 right now. Also, tomorrow is tomorrow afternoon, late afternoon for us, is when the next Honkai Star Rail update goes out. So that's what I'm probably gonna be doing tomorrow evening. I'll be doing going through the Honkai Star Rail new story that comes out. I'm pulling for Castris. Yeah, I have tonight, tomorrow night off. I'm back in on Wednesday. It's my week where I work 5 days. I get 8 hours of overtime this week. And next week, I'll have I'll have 3 days off. I can stream, I can do 3 long streams. I actually just slept a lot today. I woke up earlier at 3:45, did the stuff with this game, MU Dark Echelon, and then I went back to sleep afterwards. I finished everything in the game I should do daily. There's nothing else to do. The thing I've done is as goals and nothing else. It's up to you. Like, I mean, I know a lot of people who just got burned out. Like, the problem I have is when people like brag about it. They brag about how they quit games. They brag about stuff, and it's like, hey, I actually enjoy this game, and it's not very pleasant for me to see you like kind of just like bashing it. I understand that you might not like it, but I do, and it's just not pleasant. Someone, someone insulting. I wouldn't say insulting, but like besmirching or something like that. The what you enjoy. And it kind of makes you feel like you're in the wrong or something. It kind of implies that you're in the wrong or something like that, and I'm just like, not in the wrong. It's everyone's choice. Stuff like that. I mean, I kind of do that with some other stuff, but I really feel like I bring up valid points, and his is just like, I just hate gachas. I'm totally tired, burned out of gachas and all that. Oh, I need 5 more of these. That's what I was doing. I need 5 more. I can finish maxing out this weapon, because this weapon could possibly make it so that I don't... You don't need... don't need to use 3, because right now my current setup, I have to use 3 skills. Yeah, that's what I really dislike. And really for him, it's more of a him thing than it is the gacha thing. He just goes too hard on games, and then like he'll complain about like he'll be like, oh, I get so bored, I'm gonna use like I'm gonna use low rarity characters to play, and he's like, oh, it's too tough to play now, I'm not gonna play it, or it's like too boring and da da da. I don't know, I forget what he exactly said for this one. Oh, wait. It's like he quit at Arc Knights. Like he was the person who kind of got me into Arc Knights, and then he actually got me all into the playing gachas again. I used to play like gachas like this MU Dark Epoch, which are just like super. They are super monetized and shit like that. I actually spent too much. I spent some money in that game actually. I'm regretting it, but whatever. I'm actually in a guild, and the game actually has kind of a translation service, so I can actually communicate with the Brazilians. I'm actually in like the second biggest guild behind the guild that's full of like people who like, I don't know. They have like a way too much money they're willing to put in the game. So yeah, I also so I am getting ready also for my return anniversary. So it's my anniversary when I return to streaming, because I don't know if I said it, told you about it, but like yeah, I had an 11-year break from streaming, and I came back. I don't know exactly the day I came back, but it's the day, June 28th is the day that I actually bought this skeleton. So that was like the best day to be like, okay, this is probably when I came, around the time I came back. So we're gonna call that my anniversary date for streaming. So there's a bunch of stuff that I'm doing for that. I got a new model being made. I got lobby music made already. I got emotes on the way. I got new alerts on the way. I have to. Yeah, people were streaming 11 years ago. Like if you go back to some of my older, what was it? Oh, Twitch. Go to me, go to, I think I just open up content. I just go to right click video producer and open in new window. We go. Hopefully it's not going to delete my old stuff. Probably will start. Yeah, you can see 2013. 2013 back there. When I streamed, and then I stopped streaming. Yeah, 2013, and then started streaming June 25th. That's when I started stream again, but June as I said, June 28th is when I actually like bought the model. I bought the skeleton model, and so that's where I'm basing it. So, yeah, I was streaming back in 2013, but then like I actually was, because I tried to stream when I came up here, and I streamed for a little bit when I came up here, and then like the connection went bad. Like there was constant issues with disconnections and stuff like that. Like the stream would the bit rate would go to would be like a 6,000 like it's supposed to be, and then drop down to 0, and then go back up to 6,000, drop back to 0. It would do that over and over and over again. So I couldn't stream like that, and my internet service provider didn't really give me anything to go off of. That was happening. But they were saying everything was fine on their end, so I was thinking it was possibly like my Ethernet, integrate Ethernet stuff with my motherboard was bad. Which my motherboard ended up going bad, and then I replaced it with this new one. I just spent a bunch, like overall, I just spent a bunch of money, like fixing up my computers. It was $700 to fix the streaming PC now. But I had to tap into my little savings I had left. For that, but I also had like $200 in my wallet. I just $270 in my wallet. So got rid of that, so like if anyone stole my wallet, I wouldn't have that $270 for them. It wouldn't be rewarding to steal my wallet. Besides credit cards, which I could quickly deal with. If someone stole your wallet and you just have straight cash in your wallet, that money's gone. And there's nothing you can do about it. But with like, if someone stole your wallet and you had credit cards and stuff like that, you can do stuff about that. You can call your bank and be like, someone stole my wallet, and he purchases after this time, me, charge me for it. That will be taken care of. Hopefully. I heard some banks can be like troublesome about that for some reason. I don't understand that. Yeah, if you lose it, it's gone. I mean, I understand the whole entire thing with cash. I kind of agree with it, but it's still along the lines of like there is no insurance with cash. Like there is some sort of insurance with credit cards. You know, there's like a bunch of drawbacks for using credit cards, but like losing cash, it's gone. Losing credit cards, you can recover it. And really, with me being like as forgetful as I am, if I have too much things on my mind, I just end up. I don't know if you have noticed, if I've done it with you, but I've done it with like, I know Jules and stuff like that. He'll be talking about something, I'll be talking with him about something, and then my mind moves on to something else, and then I see him respond to what I just said, and I totally forgot what I just said. It was like quickly, like I just pushed it out of my mind, just thinking about something else. Just thinking about like probably something like, I think it was like most recently cyberpunk stuff. Like I'm thinking about like planning out what my plan is with what I'm doing in cyberpunk. So what I was just speaking about is all gone. I don't remember it anymore because of that. We're just doing my daily gacha stuff right now, especially since like I can't. I guess I could put GFL on my laptop, have that be running on there. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna be doing much. Like once I get done with this part in Azure Lane, there isn't much else. But it goes this hour in Azure Lane, 1 o'clock. My time is the next hour is GFL resets. After that, a bunch of games reset. We got both the Hoyo games, ZZZ, Honkai Star Rail reset, GFL 2 reset, Mute resets. I mean, I could probably do a bunch of those, but I mean, like I said, put some of them on my. I could do some of them on my laptop. Let's see. Yeah, it's easier for that to happen when streaming in particular. I'm trying to play something. Yeah, well, I was playing like, I was just. I just moved on. I just moved on, and it was like as I said, it was I was just playing Cyberpunk 2077, and I'm just like thinking about like what gigs I want to do, what gear I want to work on, because I'm doing like what is it? I know that a lot of people say just go like strength builds with in Cyberpunk 2077, grab the Mantis blades and just tear everyone apart. But I'm doing like a stealth build, stealth hack build. Like although I did max out my tech, just because like you need to max out your tech if you really want to get anywhere with the cyber upgrades. But yeah, I pretty much like my weapon I use the most is this pistol, and I start headshotting people with a silencer on it, so they don't even know what's going on. Although if anyone can survive that shot though, then I'm kind of have to actually. Right now I got like a silenced pistol, a silenced SMG, and a smart sniper rifle, which is pretty fun with a smart sniper rifle because you can, if you do it right with how it locks on and then you can move the reticle, so it's still locked on in the reticle. You can have it so the bullet goes around obstacles to hit people. There was like one time where a guy was crouching up on top of a roof behind a ventilation shaft, and I shot and the bullet went up and then sailed down and hit a headshot at him. So, but yeah, the problem with the smart rifle is if I'm not doing it far enough, and even if I'm doing it pretty far away, because also it's the range on this lock-on for the smart is not that far. So, like I was honestly when I first started using the smart rifle, I didn't actually like it because of how close I had to be to get the lock. But then it's kind of a thing for when something survives that pistol, I pull out the smart sniper rifle and then just start headshotting them with it. Especially if you do the ping with it, it's instant lock on pretty much. You can do the hack where it pings people, and the ping is also great because the ping hack. If you hack someone, it shows you like where all the objects and enemies are, so you can get a quick. Although it's only temporary, like a few seconds, but you can get, if you look around fast enough, you can see where all the enemies are and how many enemies there are. And you can do that. You can do a ping off an object. So then, and then it'll tell you like what enemies are in the how many enemies are in the building, which way they're facing, and stuff like that. There was one time where it's just like there was a guy inside the building, and I could see he was looking toward the door, and there was a window on the other side. So I went through the window and backshotted him with a pistol and killed him silently. Luckily, he did not have enough health that my pistol stealth crit headshot didn't he didn't survive that. Because there has been a few, as I said, there's been a few people who I've done the stealth headshots on, and they survive. And then I have to and then they alert everyone. It's probably why I should kill like all the mooks first, who definitely wouldn't survive it, and then go for the big guys. Because then when I shoot the big guy and he lives, there's no one to alert. I got a bunch of meat to farm. It resets. When is the Arc Knight's events? I mean, usually, like when I'm streaming multiple games at once, I'm actually more able to chat and hold a conversation better because I'm playing more games at once. So I'm not really focusing on any game in particular. When I focus in on a game, that I'll forget stuff because I'm focusing. Like when I'm doing stuff like this, so much easier to hold. Yeah, I have to talk. I have to come up with a sketch real quick, like a quick sketch, so that I can send the animator. This animator I want it for the lobby screen. But the question I have is like, I had to mess around with OBS because I want to see. Honestly, what my idea is I want to have an idea that I came up with, which is that I'm not going to have an actual lobby screen. I would have the animation in the foreground, and then essentially I want it to happen is that the animation moves off screen, and then my new model comes on screen. And I have to see if there's a way to do that for OBS that I can automate it, so that it's like I can just press a button and then the stuff move off screen, and then my model moves on screen. So, and then I can do the vice versa, which I'll press it, and then my model will move off screen, and then the animation will come back. Although I want a different sign, like it'll be a sign saying stream starting soon, stream saying be right back, and stream saying be back. Well, I don't think the signs will be animated. Then look like probably just have to get a home. Then so I'm probably just gonna have to buy the actual like full thing and just make a background. But like the whole entire idea, it's gonna be a very Mm. It was a little bit ago. Last time. So it's pretty much. That's not what I wanted. Okay, so what I pretty much want. It's just pretty much this scene right here, where the guy's right here with the speaker, and I'm right here getting blasted by the music, and that's just gonna be. And there's this whole entire part where he catches the sing, and she thought like she quoted me $300 because she wanted me to do the whole entire. She thought she wanted to do the whole entire video. It's. She thought she wanted me. She thought I was gonna do the whole entire video of this.
The usual, sir. Please.
Even after 500 plays, our high
And
fidelity
she was like
tape
$300.
still
I'm like,
delivers
why was it $300?
high fidelity.
I can pay the $300, but that just felt like a lot. Because I was just thinking, I want this. I just want this part where my character's just sitting in the chair. So you don't even have that much. You just have the arms right here, the head, and the legs. It's not the full body. And none of that's like super descriptive. There with me being blasted by the speaker. So speaker, me. That's it. And that'll be my lobby screen. Like, cause like I have the music like right now that's playing, as hey, quarantine stuff. Someone was telling me that this was actually a good anime, but I was, oh, okay. So I'm still behind on all my animes I need to watch. I was actually trying to watch like Shangri-La Frontier, get done with that because one of my friends was telling me he really liked it, and it wasn't bad. I was gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish the 26 episodes it is. Once I'm actually done with that, I can end my games didn't like that though. Ending my VPN. Stop being dojo. Where was I? This kicked me. Usually it doesn't kick me totally out of the game. Usually it just like does that, I click OK, and then it'll just send me back to the... It will send me back. I said OK, and it goes back to doing. I'm almost done though. I have like 40 more of these resources to get. Then I can do my meta fights and I can move on. I could just move. Laptop. Fantasy thing. Other one. Girl Frontline on it. Yeah, I was also thinking that the guy who does alerts, if he also does animated emotes. The other guy's taking a little bit to get. And this guy seems to be pretty fast on getting stuff. Seems to be getting pretty fast. They're doing a lot of work. I find VGen. I understand why people are like, oh, VGen's like kind of addicting. Yeah, English is so much drama, and it's for so little actual like worth. Like, I don't know how many people actually go, oh, it has English. It has English, so now I'm gonna play it instead of like before. So this is the guy. This is the guy that I am commissioning. I commissioned the alerts with. But it is the alerts. That's him. But also he has custom animated emotes. So I was thinking of doing this. I don't know. I don't know. I could actually ask. The guy, because I actually talked with some Yostar people myself, being the administrator on their Discord. I do talk to Yostar. I could ask him, have you noticed an increase in the a noticeable increase since you've added English VAs? But like they don't go. I think Yostar doesn't do it like the other people. Like what they don't deal with SAG-AFTRA. Like I think they generally don't do US VAs. They do British. I think they do most of their stuff through Britain. I actually like one of the interesting thing is one of the people who are responsible for the translating this I believe the one of the guys who was the translators, one of the initial translators for Arknights, he became the person in charge of English. Yeah, I think he is. I think he's one of the exceptions. I know Yang Ya was it. he's freaking, what is his name? The freaking male dragon. The one male dragon right now. Although there is the other one. There's another one that showed up, and he's the next one. Or no, it's a different one. Because there's the merchant one that we met. We met the merchant one, and now the cook one is the next one. We're gonna get that one in August. Is the cook. Yeah, Yanya was, what's his name? Which unfollowed you? Oh, I was wondering, Wispy, I just was like, did she never actually follow me? But, yeah. What's up? I'm just chilling, just doing my gacha stuff. It's the Guild Wars going on in Granblue Fantasy, so I'm just like, chilling. But yeah, I'm just chilling right now, because I gotta do this farming, gotta get the meat together. I just kept following links from Discord, but I swore I did follow. Alright, well, it's cool. It's cool. I'm not... Thank you for the follow. Actually, I actually did, because I was, because I was actually watching some YouTube video at the beginning. I actually muted my feed from my streaming PC, so I didn't actually hear it, but thank you, Wispy, for following. I'm just feeling like I was lurking in Ragnar's raid, or Ragnar's stream. So yeah, but no, we're having I'm getting all set up. I'm getting a lot of stuff set up for my anniversary that's coming up at the end of June. So it'll be cool. We're gonna get everything is gonna get actually like officially made. Got a whole bunch of stuff on VGen being queued up to get done. So that's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm really excited for that when that hits. I actually requested the week off, although my boss said no July 4th. But July 4th isn't like. It's so crazy too, because it's such a lie that he said to me. He just lied. He lies as naturally as he breathes. Because he says July 4th is one of our busiest days, and that is total bullshit. That is total nonsense. With me having worked July 4th, like since I've been working here, that's so nonsense. It might be busy, like maybe a little before, before the fireworks show, because people park where they're not supposed to. But for the most part, it isn't that busy. Because, like, we don't have peaks or anything like that. So it's like, yeah. So I'm just thinking I'm just gonna call out. I'll just I'll call in and email on Friday saying, oh, I'm sick. I just feel sick. I can't come in. And just keep going. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what to do for that. What to do for stuff. Because I was thinking, because, like, one of my favorite games of all time is Baldur's Gate. So I was thinking of playing through Baldur's Gate Enhanced, Baldur's Gate 2, and maybe actually getting Baldur's Gate 3 and playing through that. But I was also like, possibly with some of my viewers, if they want to see me play some sort of game, to also give them a viewer's choice of what game to play through. So, definitely a lot of things I have ideas for. All those. As long as I don't get in trouble with Twitch about it. Although, like, Cyberpunk, I don't think you get in trouble for Cyberpunk, and it has sex scenes in it. I kind of stumbled into one on accident. Cause I was just trying to, like, get in with this Militech lady, like, just build her up as a contact and whatnot, and it turns out, then it just, sex scene, I was like, oh. I guess that's how you get familiar with them. And I haven't heard from her back. She was a one night dump, or whatever they call it, one night stand. I haven't heard back from her since. But like my V is very much like a biker chick. Like she's very much kind of went a little bit like Mad Max with her look, and I just kind of keep her outfit like that. I try to look at some of the new like pieces you get, and just nothing really spoke to me. Like I tried them on, try to put together like a different look, and I was like, nah. Time to go back to the grungy motor chick. Like when I actually built her, I put some of the text like she should know how to fix up her car. And then I went back into tech. Like I went into cool initially, and then sort of went into intellect for the hacking. And then I was like, oh, I have to go back to tech, because tech has all the stuff that makes it so that I can actually equip a lot more cyberware. I actually got the, what was it? I started the quest that ties to the anime Edge Runner. Like it has when you start the quest, it plays the whole entire animated scene from the beginning of Edge Runner, where the guy goes cyber psycho with the part that David puts in himself, the Sandev Piston. That was something. But yeah, I don't know. I also want to kind of do Rebel Galaxy more. Kind of boring. There's like a grind to it. And there's like no fast way to travel. Like you can do your spaceship warp, but it still takes a while, and if you get close to anything, it'll stop your warp. And you'll be locked from warping for like 5 seconds. And there's like tons of debris fields and stuff like that. that just constantly knock me out of my fast travel. Also, I was playing Monster Hunter World. I was doing the new, what is it? I was doing the Iceborne. Yeah, Monster Hunter World's over here, because I got Monster Hunter World initially, like as a first install, and then someone came to me and was like, hey, like, you should play the Monster Hunter stories. And then I noticed that Rise was also on sale for like super cheap, so I got that too, and then installed them all. That was, also Planescape Torment. It came out at the same time as like Baldur's Gate. So I started playing that. And it's got to a part where it was just kind of got really tough. I don't really know, like, is there, like, it doesn't seem there's like ways to spread out really with like side quests and stuff right now, that I'm just kind of stuck in doing this main story. I'm on the main story, Railroad, and there's nothing to do to like help build my character up anything. I mean, I can die infinite amount of times in that. Oh, it's one of those people. Deny, ban, and report. This account doesn't seem like it's actually a person's account who got compromised. That always sucks. When I see an account and I go and look at it, and it's like, yeah, this is an actual account that someone, like, it got hacked or whatnot. Someone lost their control over it, and it's being used by scammers now. Yeah, I'll do in my Discord. I'm gonna probably put up like in May or something like that. I'll put up a poll where viewers can decide on what game or games I'll play during my my return anniversary week. I also gotta decide what would be a good time to actually do the transition from what I have now to my new look. I want to do it when there's people actually watching. I just don't want to do it and then like no one's here. And I'm just like, oh, well, here we are. Oh no, we are done. Like, okay. I was like, hopefully we're done with farming this stuff. And like, wait, no, I'm doing the Hornet meta fights right now, so I am done. I just need to finish the Hornet meta fights, and then I'm done with Azure Lane for today, pretty much. Although I have so much oil that I should probably actually progress in the main story, get through like chapter 14 and 15, so then I can get to the farm the girls from those maps. But it's actually something that I have to manually do, which isn't like. I don't want to. Azure Lane is very much a freaking AFK game for me. Careful, the US might invade. I am the US. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I am the US. And it makes me sad that I'm wasting all this, like, I'm not generating any oil because, yeah, I'm not generating any oil. As a US, I am very sad that I'm not getting more oil because I'm capped out on oil. I'm like, 2,000 or 3,000 over my cap. I didn't hit the hard cap, because if you hit the hard cap, which is like 25k oil, you can't do commissions anymore. You can't do commissions. You can't collect missions that give you oil anymore. There's like a whole bunch of stuff that they will not let you hit over 25k oil at all. My canteen is stuck at like the max that it goes, which is 3,600, and it's just been sitting there, not generating any more oil because I've been over capped. Actually, I haven't seen like what is Azure Lane putting out, because like it had this event, but the event then actually wasn't that intensive with oil use. Like I've been done with it since the first week. Got all the rewards and everything. I don't. Doesn't. Oh, okay. They did just put out an hour ago their upcoming update. Oh, they didn't put out the patch notes though. They just said there's going to be an update on the 10th. Oh, they're doing a rerun, little what's her name? Gosh, she's a little